on the next episode of Sips, Suds, and Smokes.
Well, it's another installment of our annual dive, and I mean dive, into the dark and sick abyss that is good old boy Dave's imagination. The summer of questionable decisions.
Today we'll actually be drinking beer, and some of it is probably good. Some of it's probably not. And it might even be good for you. Today, instead of drinking gin and juice, we'll be drinking beer and juice. That's right, we'll be drinking Shandies and Radlers.
Ooh.
Nice.
Radler.
Yeah, I see what he... Oh, man. That's, I'm really slow. I mean, normally am.
We're on a different level of humor here.
I know.
We'll be right back after this break. Brought to you almost live from the Dude in the Basement Studios. Why? Because that's where the good stuff is. It's Sips, Suds, and Smokes with your smoking host, the good old boys. Suds, Suds, Suds. It's time for more Suds.
Hey there! Welcome. Here we are, gathered round for another Sud segment, where life isn't like a box of chocolates, it's more like a mixed six-pack from the grocery store. Sometimes you get the fresh hopped IPA, and sometimes you get the dill pickle milk stout.
Ooh.
Yeah, we've all been
I'm sure
there.
somebody's made one.
Oh, God.
If they haven't, they will.
End?
Oh, it's coming. I am one of your hosts, good old Gal Juliana, and joining me today at the table is the amazing good old Boy Kendall.
Hi, how are you?
Fresh off a very special day.
Yeah. Which day? Yeah, I just finished a 26-mile bike ride, so there's that. Let's see if I can get through this.
That was
Yes.
a terrible decision.
It was a bad decision.
Summer of questionable decisions.
Was that
How
before or
important-
after you started drinking?
Luckily before.
Okay. Well, that doesn't even make sense.
Good old Boy Sparky, hi.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. I ran 5.8 miles in the Warner Parks today, which is also terrible.
That's
Oh my
also-
God!
that's
Like they
also
come
a
in
bad
here,
idea.
they accomplish all this stuff, and like we ordered pizza and
I like your
And we got
plan
beer.
better.
and set up the mics.
So we're wrong. We're wrong, and you're right in this one. I want to be on your plan.
Good old Boy Dave, hey.
Name something women love that starts with a D.
Dave, I see what you did there.
That's adorable.
I know, just like me.
Today's episode is another installment of... Okay, I thought I'd have a good sound effect. Well, isn't that overwhelming?
Like they can't just.
They can't just show up.
Whoopee cushion? I feel like that would be.
Well, it's another installment of our annual dive, and I mean dive, into the dark and sick abyss that is good old boy Dave's imagination. The summer of questionable decisions.
It was good. That was very dramatic,
I was. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
almost Shakespearean.
Okay, so good old boy Dave, what are we drinking today? What's the crazy stuff that you bought at the yard sale? Or is it maybe vodka infused with 6 different kinds of cake batter?
No.
Oh.
Today we'll actually be drinking beer, and some of it is probably good. Some of it's probably not. And it might even be good for you. But I'm going to look into that cake batter thing for next summer.
Curses.
Today, instead of drinking gin and juice, we'll be drinking beer and juice. That's right. We'll be drinking Shandies and Radlers.
Ooh.
Nice.
Radler.
Yeah, I see what he... Oh, man. That's... I'm really slow. I mean, normally am.
We're on a different level of humor here.
I know. Man, pull the pin and run.
Okay, good old Boy Kendall. Would you mind telling us the difference? Well, what makes a Shandy and a Radler, and what is the difference between...
Here we go. It'd be my pleasure. So, what is the difference between a Radler and a Shandy? Both are a mix of juice and beer, with that beer being Pilsner or other light lager, or maybe a blonde ale, in a 50-50 combination. But the juice you choose to use, along with where each drink was originally invented, is where you find the difference. A Shandy calls for its juice to be lemonade, and only lemonade if we're being strict about it. Radler, on the other hand, can be made with a mix of beer and any form of fruit juice. The Shandy hails from Great Britain and was invented in the 1850s. The Radler was invented about 70 years later in Bavaria and came out of necessity when beer garden owner Franz Xaver Kugler was running low on beer and was afraid his customers would start to get angry if he ran out. He mixed what he had left with citrus juice he had on hand, providing his patrons with a beer-like concoction that kept them sloshed and happy instead of tearing his place down when the kegs ran dry. And as a side note, Radler is German for a cyclist.
See?
So I was rattling today.
Man. Rattle around his
How appropriate.
How
to
much
come
do you
drink
want to
some
bet
Radlers.
that Franz Xaver Kugler charged full price for
Totally.
Watertown?
You probably charged extra.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? This is still the same stuff.
And you have to drink more. You have to buy more to get away.
Now it's limited edition.
They must have been
Yeah.
sloshed if he was able to pass off half beer, half juice, and they didn't care and kept drinking.
So most of that beer was
Yeah.
probably start out like 4% ABV. So you're drinking like 2%.
Yeah, because it wasn't even that boozy to begin with.
Yeah.
You have to really work hard to get hammered on.
You start while you do that, that's when you start charging to use the restroom too.
That's how they get you, man.
Yeah, there's-
Diabolical.
yep. Very diabolical. All right. Well, thank you, Kendall. That was awesome, as always. Go to Boy Sparky. Why don't you give us the SUDS ratings for today?
We will be discussing and rating these beers with our SUDS ratings, plus our signature belching sounds. Here are those ratings now. 1. That sucks. Give me anything but a Bud Light Lemon. 2. Was that a belch? 3. Ah, what a relief. 4. A body should really not make that sound. And then 5, listen to that hang time, give me another.
That always gets me.
Yeah.
It goes on.
It's extended.
and
I feel
on.
bad for Mike's wife when he was recording these.
I feel bad for Mike's wife all the time.
She's a, yeah.
She's a
very
saint.
special.
She's a
and
trooper.
saint.
She's a
Yes.
saint.
Yes. All right. Let's get on to those beers. I guess. Yeah. As we often do, we're going to be tasting these beers blind. And as we go through each one, we'll rate it. We'll call out the fruit, declare it a Shandy or a Radler. And yeah, and this is going to be fun. It is. All right. After my co-hosts have chimed in one-on-one, then I'll introduce it and let you know how smart they are.
I'm down with that.
No thoughts?
All right.
No words?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't have thoughts, honey. I leave that to you.
Does this stuff have electrolytes in it? I feel like it should have electrolytes in
All
it.
right.
And
let's
antioxidants.
kick it off with A.
All right. A beer.
Yes, a beer. Nice yellowy, colory thing.
Everyone seems impressed.
I think
It's not offensive.
it's
No.
not offensive.
It doesn't offend me.
It's not great, but it's. I don't get a lot of fruit juice on the nose. It smells like a beer, and then when you
Yeah.
drink it, there's this weird sweetness, a little bit of that citric acidity, but
Like a vague lemony.
It's pretty
kinda-
balanced, and I think that it's great that these are cold because I would imagine as these get warmer, it's going to get
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
worse.
And yeah, I'm thinking that super cold is the way to go with all of these,
Right.
no matter what.
Well, they're meant to be refreshing and
Yeah.
and it kind of is.
By the way, fun fact, I've actually got a video of me getting John Leinenkugel to chug the first summer shandy of the year in February.
Nice.
We were out doing a little tour on the town, but I got John Leinenkugel to do that with me.
Yeah, they are huge in the shandies.
They are a lot.
I think a lot of people even know about shandies because of the Leinies.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that maybe this is like lemony or you know what I mean?
It's definitely lemony.
It's not the raspberry one.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Good
go.
call.
It's lemon,
Good
but
call.
it's not good lemon. It's like almost furniture polish lemon.
Country time lemonade flavor, furniture polish.
This lemon was a powder.
Yeah, I
at
was
some
getting a
point in
hint
its
of
life.
pledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And it's, I'm thinking just some kind of base Pilsner.
Yeah, I mean, you get the weedy graininess kind of thing going on, but yeah, it's nothing.
Yeah.
I'd say it's kind of meh.
Meh.
It's meh.
That's
Yeah.
fair. It's drinkable on a hot day. If somebody handed me one, I'd drink it. But
Guys
Sure.
do that.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to rate it a 3.
Okay. So we're saying lemon.
Okay.
So are we saying it's a shandy or a radler?
I think it's a shandy.
yeah,
Okay.
I would go
We're going
shandy.
Shandy. Okay.
Going Shandy.
We're going shandy. Full shandy.
Okay. Well, you're right on the fruit.
Oh man.
Okay. You're
Okay.
right on the fruit, but it is considered a Radler.
Okay. All right.
4.5% ABV.
Oh.
Okay.
This tart, refreshing brew is our take on a Bavarian Radler, named for cyclists who inspire it. Traditionally a mixture of beer and lemonade, our version combines a crisp golden Helles with a blend of real lemons to create a fresh squeezed flavor, perfect for the long yet fleeting days of summer.
Wow.
Brought to you by the city of Boston.
Oh.
Boston Beer Company.
Porch Rocker.
Yeah.
Porch Rocker
That's it.
Lemon Radler.
So,
Have
Well,
you
there
guys
you
had
go.
that before?
but not pills.
Have you had it before?
I don't have enough time to tell you.
Oh,
We go
okay.
back. We go way back.
You've rocked some porches.
Oh my god.
Summer of questionable decisions. Yes.
Porches
Every
rocking.
summer.
Don't bother knocking.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Shall we move on to B?
We shall.
Shall.
And B is another.
This one
Yellowy
definitely
color.
has
There's
more citrus on the
some
nose in
citrus
this one.
nose,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Ooh.
It's almost like an essence kind of thing. Like, now I want to make a cocktail with.
Yeah.
I'm saying grapefruit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd go with grapefruit.
Oh yeah, that's grapefruit, and this is definitely a Radler. And I'm not mad. The beer vanishes on this one.
But it finishes clean. The sweetness
Yep.
goes away, and I'm digging this. This is a little bit better than the last one. The citrus is there. You really, and you get way more acidity, which is what I want when I'm drinking something.
Yeah, to fight you on them.
Yeah.
This is kind of punchy. I think this is a nice use of the
I like
grapefruit.
this a lot.
Yeah, this is got something. Like
Yeah.
there's a little
something
extra
special.
zhuzh to it, and maybe it's pithiness, but
It seems a little bit sweeter than the Porch Rocker was, but not like too much.
But it does dry out, though.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah,
finish.
right
It doesn't
then.
leave you with that cloying
Yeah.
sweetness.
yeah. Well, we'll be back to reveal this one in just a minute. Welcome back, everyone.
Thanks.
Today is another summer of questionable decisions. And today,
Wait, do you guys shake the nozzle?
subtle.
See,
Maybe
Subtle.
after the show.
Yeah.
yeah.
God. So, Dave, what is our questionable decision today?
Apparently for Kendall and Sparky, it was showing up here.
Yeah.
But today we are drinking Shandies and Radlers, which are a mix of light beer and fruity juice.
Yes, juice or juices. No, you're right. Okay, so right before the break, we were talking about something otherwise known as B, and
It was good.
it is really
It
good.
is really good. And it was really interesting to go back and revisit the first thing that we tried after this. And I think you said it's like cardboard in comparison, you know, and it really, like, there is no comparison. Like, this is a lot.
Yeah. They need to leave A on the porch. And,
Yeah, I mean, maybe with tea in the sun, it would help. I don't know. Yeah, it's really night and day. And this, okay, disclaimer, before this episode, when we realized like what we were going to do, I was like, oh my God, this is just going to be lemon pledge all the way, like all day long. Like, you know what I mean? Because my
Scrape your
preconception about a few of these that I've had over the years is just always, ugh. But this gives me hope. Like, no, I mean that it could be more than that. And maybe it's because I haven't had a lot of, I mean, this does taste different, like in terms of grapefruit, you know, compared to lemon. And maybe I just need to look out for grapefruity like things. I don't know.
I think you can. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think lemon is just a flavor that can be ruined so easily and artfully executed.
Lemon's a lot like peach. You know, it can get washed away very easily.
And also tastes really artificial.
And strawberry. You know, I think strawberry, peach, and lemon are three flavors that people want to use a lot, but they're kind of hard. They're easy to mess up. Yeah.
And the grapefruit in this is perfect, and it's just really well made. And I know there's some German Radlers out there, and I'm thinking this one is a German one because they've been doing it a while. They've kind of figured it out. So that's my guess.
All right.
Okay. Well, we are going to rate B a 4. Let me talk about this for a second.
Is it going to blow our minds?
Okay. They forged their own path in the beer landscape. So when it comes to crafting a Radler, it's no different. This Radler is based on their award-winning lager recipe.
There we go.
But features hints of natural grapefruit, grape, and lemon juice just to round out the truly unique taste profile. Developed with 15% real juice, and it's brewed but to 4% ABV by volume. Moosehead Grapefruit Radler offers more kick than its Radler counterparts.
Oh my God.
Wow. So it isn't American. I was right on that.
Yes.
But it's Canadian?
You should have gone north instead of going.
Who would have thought?
Strange
I did not
brew.
think Canadians would make a good Radler.
No, I did not. Well,
I didn't think Moosehead would make a good beer.
we knew it would have been polite, but nothing else.
Look,
goes well with poutine and
I was
denim.
shocked when I found it.
That is not what I would have expected at all. And now I kind of want to get some.
I know, right?
Oh, and speaking of Canada, I was looking up shandies before we started, and in some parts of French-speaking Quebec, shandies are known as a panache.
Ooh, a panache.
Interesting.
Got a little panache.
See,
like
oui.
We just got moose-headed, y'all.
And it's so funny because when I saw it on the shelf, I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. Like, because I had my expectations were here.
Right.
And now,
Yeah.
Okay.
So anybody can surprise us.
yes.
All right.
Yay,
It's
Canada.
good to have that happen. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Let's
All right,
go to
let's move
C.
on to C.
Well,
Smells like bubble gum.
Yeah, there's something weird going on the nose on that.
Yeah.
Kind of like puke. Oh dear. Well, and that's a show, everybody.
Wow, that is just weird.
Yeah. Not a good weird.
What is that?
What happened? What did you guys do? Did you leave this out in the sun for a couple of days?
This I can't remember what brand it is, but this reminds me of some cheap fruity bubble gum that
like fruit stripe gum. Like
but something like artificial candy.
It just keeps going for days. Oh man, I wish you could see the look on Juliana's face. I've never seen that. I know Dave's seen that face before, but I have never seen that.
I wake up to it every day.
Yeah, I know. Man,
it's that
she
look
was
of
going through like a life journey there. Like,
it's the look of intense disappointment only a husband can know.
I'm just trying to figure out what this is. Like,
tasty run.
This is not natural.
No, it's very
something
candy-ish.
Yeah, candy. Yeah, I was thinking like those like Willy Wonka and like the weird stuff that I grew up with.
Sure.
Runts or
Exactly
something
what
like
it
that.
tastes
Runts.
like. It tastes like runts.
It's like runts.
Oh my gosh, this is bad.
Yeah. I mean, unless you like runts, but no.
I don't get any beer whatsoever. This
I can't
is
finish
just
this.
It's
and it just keeps going.
It's like a fruit. It's just like a bad fruit soda.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Terrible.
It's like
Okay.
somebody watered down a Goza.
It's good. It's good that we had one that is not, well, sucks ass. This sucks ass. This is not a good time.
So
Okay,
like,
so do we know the fruit of this thing?
there's,
Yes, runts.
Okay. Okay. And are we going to say this runt
I
is a
know it because I
Radler
know
or
it. It's a no.
I think it's
a,
Shandy?
I think it's a Radler again.
It has, so it's not lemonade, so it has to be a Radler.
Yeah. Okay. And
I know what fruits it are because I know what it is.
okay.
I'm about to open up these crackers. Start force
So it
feeding
is
them.
Yeah.
watermelon
Down we go.
and lime.
Ooh.
Wait,
Yeah.
is that literally what it is? You know this to be true?
Yes, I know it to be true.
So, okay, what are we going to rate this?
Oh, it's
What-
number one.
What's the
One.
lowest
One. Okay.
thing we have?
One.
Is there
Yeah.
anything lower? Is there like a
Okay.
0?
So, this is from Oakland, California, and this is a sparkling watermelon lime radler at 4.2% ABV, and they couldn't even give me. It's from Two Pitchers Brewing.
So Two Pitchers Brewing is their mission was to brew craft radlers.
Well,
Wow.
Yeah.
not everybody gets to be an astronaut.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Okay. So
Will there be counseling session after this?
Yes.
So for us, okay, good. All right.
Now I'm curious. If that's all they make, I'd like to taste the rest. But this one, I mean, just doesn't work.
if this is one of your main things, like you're bringing this to the table, dude, come
The
on.
Tower of Power is very sad with this beer.
All right,
This
we
is not
need
Oakland
a
stroke.
change of pace. Sparky,
Yeah.
do we have a topic worthy of discussion?
Well, I do. You know, I've been getting some of the newest news wires out there, and it turns out, I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but apparently there's this new effort in Iceland, because they've been impacted by travel, supply chain issues. So they've started this new service where Icelandic horses will compose your out-of-office emails for you. You can have that done. How about that? Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
A miniature horse, right?
Yeah. It's this horse, and it's got this giant keyboard on the ground that it's taught to tap out these things. And mostly there's gibberish. There's 3 or 5 of these, and they're most of the time gibberish. But every now and then, you get it was the best of times. It was the blurst of times.
So wait, you're saying that the horses can't spell?
Well, no, not. Well, I mean, I can't read Icelandic.
Oh, so maybe that's what it is.
That might-
maybe they're typing it in Icelandic.
It could be, but how it's really tough to clean the dust out of your keyboard.
True.
Horse crap is even worse.
horse crap
That's-
and sand.
Yeah, that's tough.
So wait. So you could leave an out of office message that is total gibberish,
Correct.
but it was written by a horse.
I think that's a
miniature
good.
horse.
I think if you go to HR with that kind of what had happened was, I feel like that gets you out of it because
Yeah.
it was a horse.
Well, a
Wow.
horse wrote it.
it's
of
true,
course.
and it
So
was adorable.
Yes.
It was adorable
he was like 3 feet high.
until it crapped on the home row. Then things got a little bit messy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Don't
lot
poop,
of horse poop.
don't poop on the space bar.
You use that a lot. Brown finger.
Hi, this is
Just-
Dave. I'll be out of the office from.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of speechless. Who had the idea that we're going to have a horse use a giant keyboard to write messages, and
Someone-
people are paying them to do this?
So
that's-
Iceland is a tiny country. There's
bored.
not a lot to do. I think there's volcanoes.
Yeah.
So
that's true. Millennials love to vacation there. That's like a thing. Well, it was until I guess the airline thing exploded, but it was a good run
well,
for a minute there.
Bjork is one of their major exports.
That's true. And she's adorable.
So, she's like a little pixie.
She really is. Yeah.
yeah, I love
So
sugar
maybe
cubes. Yeah.
they were, channeling, hey,
I
what
think,
would she do?
I think they've been eating a lot of mushrooms or something.
I mean, small country, you get bored. I mean, how many times my kids, I'm bored.
Small country,
I'll go
small
train
horses.
a horse to tap on a keyboard, son. I can't help
There
you.
you go.
Yeah.
It's on you.
Right.
Get out there and earn a living.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
well,
is there a website where we can read some of these emails? Because I
Yeah.
would love to read some of these.
Yeah, well, here's one right here. It's
But that's Icelandic. So
Yeah.
you would have to translate that to English.
I know
That's
mine is not
Icelandic
that
for
great.
I'll return to the office in 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So how do we know it's gibberish? We can't read Icelandic.
That's true. I'm not judging.
Or horse,
I'm not judging.
for that matter.
And, look, it's Europe, so they probably get, like a 4-month sabbatical because,
It's Europe.
it's Europe.
It's Europe.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Why not?
that's a thing.
Okay.
Well, I think that washed the taste of that last
No, it didn't, Dave. Nothing ever will.
Sparky.
still
I'm
there.
trying to move
A
on.
lot of
Okay.
therapy and meds.
Let's So let's move on and let's go to D and
I'm sure this will be much better.
Hey, first thing, doesn't smell like runts on the nose.
Nice.
That's like already huge,
win-win.
huge win.
Win-win.
It's not. It's not B, but it's not
I
C.
feel like this is a shandy.
It's very creamy.
Yes. And the beer comes through. You know there's some beer in this.
Yeah.
It's not overwhelmed by the fruit juice, which tastes like I'd say just a very light lemonade.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely plenty of citrus. Although, yeah, there's quite a bit of citrus. It's definitely more lemon than like Porch Radler or
Yeah.
Porch Rocker.
Yeah.
Porch Radler.
Yeah.
Sorry, my
There's-
brain.
How's it taste, motherfucker?
Not like the last one.
Julie, how do you like this?
Well, I guess if I was looking for a beer with a hint of fruit, this would be the way to go. This
Yeah.
is very beer.
It is very beer
It's
driven.
less Radler. It's more like a lemon.
It's also less sweet
Beer.
than.
Yeah. Oh, there's like hardly any sweetness to this.
Yeah.
Very
no,
little
no,
sweetness.
No. So,
Like I would like a little bit more in this, I think.
so I guess if I was a beer liker, not lover,
I think you are.
but if I was if I liked beer and I wanted a little fruit in my beer, then I would go with this. But it's got this. The beerness of this isn't artisanal, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Like this
You
doesn't
don't find
seem,
it to be a well-crafted base beer.
yeah, this doesn't seem to be crafty.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Not
what to
like
think
that
about it.
Moosehead.
It just for real, dude.
So good.
I find this one to be kind of like A. It's kind of like the Porch Rocker. It's kind of just meh to me. You know?
Yeah.
Meh.
Yeah.
Med is my.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. I don't think there's enough fruit there to be, like a Radler or Shandy.
Yeah, I think it's a little unbalanced. I think it's more beer than it is
which is
fruit.
weird for me to say. Like I need less beer in my Shandy.
Yeah.
or whatever.
But it does. I think like what you said. It doesn't like. It feels like the base beer is just like not that spectacular. Like,
And I think we're learning and seeing just how important the balance is.
Yeah.
You need a really good beer and you need
Yeah.
some good quality fruit juice, and
Yeah.
then it might work.
Sure.
And you need to put the right proportion and balance it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to rate this a 2.
Okay.
And let's talk about this for a minute. So, crisp Weiss beer with natural lemonade flavor. Their own unique take on Franz Kugler's original Munich tavern tradition. Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy is our traditional Weiss beer with refreshing natural lemonade flavor,
I'm sorry, John. Leinenkugel.
making it the perfect summer beer.
But you know what? This is probably what I think you would expect a Leinenkugel to taste like.
And did you know that in
what I expect.
2012, the Summer Shandy won a silver at GABF?
Must have been a down
It's a
year.
tough year.
In the fruit wheat beer
Oh,
category.
that was the year there were 2 entries.
And the other one was the Runts beer.
Bud Light Lime.
You got this.
Took the gold.
Okay, and I guess maybe it's the weediness of this that was getting to me. You see what
Okay.
I mean? That I
Yep,
was tasting and the creaminess of it, right?
Makes a lot of sense.
Sure. Okay, I guess if you like wheat beers, then maybe this is for you.
Moist.
I mean, there's definitely a lot of people drinking a lot of this.
Yeah.
They sell a ton of this beer.
Sure.
And you see it moving
Sure.
at the supermarket, and it's like, wow.
I mean, if you're
It really is. Like, I just want to like take him to like Stiegl. Like, have you tried this? Because just try this. Or Moosehead now.
you go, if you're going out to the lake or whatever,
Oh my God.
grab a couple 6-packs of summer shandy and do your thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's like Juliana said, if you like beer, you don't love beer, and you just want something easy that'll be okay in the heat, and you're like sweating your
Not beer flavored beer.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that beer out of my beer.
Yeah,
Put a little lemon in it.
I think that even that is just too rich. That creaminess on a boat, I would not like that.
Yeah.
If I'm going to
Yeah.
sit on a
You want
pontoon
crisp.
date,
Yes.
I'd rather just drink natural ice.
I love you. That's amazing.
Yeah. Came out of his words, folks.
Yeah, it's true.
Yep.
He said it.
There's a time and a
Cicero.
place for
Yeah.
every.
This is
Every
a
beer.
highly trained beer professional. Right here.
Yeah,
I will
seriously.
just take a Natty Ice over this any
Be
day.
done with it. All right.
you there.
Let's find the fruit in this next one.
It's brown. If you're red green colorblind.
So, yeah, now we're colorblind tasting.
It's pretty sweet.
It is sweet.
Oh, my gosh.
Holy crap, that is very sweet.
Oh, wow. Did you guys put extra sugar in this?
I stuck my finger in it. That's why it's so sweet.
no, it's true.
It's straight up raspberry juice.
Yeah, I'm getting
Raspberry soda.
Yeah, I'm. That's a lot of sugar.
So much sugar. Wow.
Okay.
All right, so
I feel
we're,
like you get if you drank a ton of this stuff, you would get the most monster hangover
Oh, my
from.
God.
I mean, this would wreck you. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to drink a
well,
lot
if
of
the
it.
diabetes didn't get you first.
Diabetes.
Man, it just
Diabetes.
kind of tastes like Kool-Aid.
It does.
Carbonated Kool-Aid.
I'm not
Yeah.
getting any beer at all. Hold on, I'm gonna go back in.
You give this
There's
to
a
your
little.
kids.
I'm getting a little bit of. I'm really
It's
trying
just-
hard to find the beer. In
Well,
this.
there's a good reason for that, too. There's a very good reason for that.
Okay, is it alcoholic Kool-Aid?
What are we going to rate this?
Yeah, what do you guys want to rate it? Okay.
2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, ladies and gents, this is Stiegl. Berry like.
Wow.
2% ABV. Stiegl Goldbräu and sweet, fruity raspberry soda joined together to refresh with an
It's-
enchantingly red, soft berry-like treat.
They just used a lot of raspberry soda.
It's
Six-
40%
a lot of it.
Stiegl and 60% fruit juice.
Yeah, I
or
believe
fruit
that.
soda.
I believe
Yeah.
that. What do they call it? Berry Lake?
It's
It's just called Himbeere.
It's just called disappointment.
We'll be back in just a minute, folks. Welcome back, everyone. Today is another day of summer of questionable decisions. And we have been waxing
long life of questionable decisions for me.
well, true. But today specifically, good old boy Dave, what are we talking about?
Shandies and Radlers.
Nice. Okay. So we just finished talking about that last one.
Stiegl.
Yeah, the
Himbeere.
Stiegl. Himbeere.
Raspberry. Radler. Not great.
I expect better from Stiegler.
Yeah.
Their Grapefruit Radler is just one of the best.
Well,
It
you
really
know,
is.
And that was a choice by us because they had 3. They had a lemon, a grapefruit, and then they had the raspberry. And we already had some lemon ones and some grapefruit. So I was like, well, let's just
And we knew that the grapefruit is
The gold standard.
pretty much, yeah. You know what I mean? So we wanted to see what another would be. So there's
This
that.
was designed for woo girls on pedal taverns.
Yeah. Okay.
in
Let's get to
Salzburg.
F.
okay.
Back to the original color.
Man, so much grapefruit. So much grapefruit.
It's grapefruit, but it's not like the Moosehead.
No. This actually tastes more like real grapefruit. Like real grapefruit.
Like
Yeah.
you're drinking grapefruit.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
just squeezed the grapefruit and that like almost
Because there's that
pulpiness.
pithiness.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Well said.
It's just hard to grow grapefruit in Canada.
That's true.
It's
That's
true.
fair.
Eh?
Eh?
But this tastes realistic.
It does. It is not a fake grapefruit.
Yeah. And it might even have something else in it too. Like
Well, pineapple?
I could see that.
something.
I'm getting something tropical.
Something. You know what I mean? So it's not just because the
It's not
Moosehead
passion fruit,
was
Kendall.
like
It's not passion
a
fruit.
pure grapefruit. This one's got a little zhuzh to it or something. I don't know.
You're finding zhuzh in a lot of different places.
Well,
Well, you know.
looking for it.
Girls always looking for some zhuzh.
Okay, so not bad, not offensive.
Okay, how does it? Would you rather have this one or the Moosehead?
Moosehead.
Moosehead, yeah.
Yeah, the moose is on the loose. Yeah.
Wow.
This is good. A little sweet. I'd like a little more beer in it.
Yeah. I think the Moosehead is for the beer lovers in life, and this is for the others in life, if that makes sense. Like
Those people.
well, the ones that don't care as much. You know what I mean? About having
you can
beer,
have a
in their
beer
fruit.
or a mimosa. Like, what should
yeah.
I go
yeah,
for?
yeah, yeah.
Beer
You see-
mosa.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that. Okay. We're going to rate this a 3.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. So this is another one from Two Pitchers in
Okay.
Oakland, California.
All right.
And this is their Radler Lager with grapefruit and blood orange. 5.1% ABV. So this one is the highest ABV out of the entire group.
And I think that's part of the
Interesting.
problem.
Well-
I think they're like the Stiegl is 2%. So they took a 4% beer, they cut it in half and made it, 2%. I think they could have gone a higher ratio, but that's if you're talking about how a Radler's made. That's how a Radler's made. You make a beer and then you cut it in half. I don't think these guys are doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least it wasn't rum flavored.
And at least
fair.
we can see that they can make a decent one. I mean, this one was much better
Way
than
better.
the watermelon lime.
So
and
much
and
better.
it's, I think, one of the better ones we've had.
Yeah.
We will never speak of the watermelon lime again. Never happened.
No, we won't.
We
Come
actually
on.
went to the Christian Science reading room and studied the word instead of drinking that beer. That's how I remember this day.
And you know what? Honestly, stick to a decent fruit. Like if you're going to do a Radler or a Shandy, the grapefruits go well. The lemons can go well. Just stick away
It
from
is very difficult to make a good watermelon beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dangerous fruit.
Watermelons, cucumbers, kiwis,
Yeah.
tricky.
There's only 2 watermelons that I can, like beers that I can think of that are actually decent. And one is 21st Amendment's watermelon beer.
I
that
like the one from,
and
there's
then
one from Wicked Weed and there's one from Paradox.
The Paradox is the other one.
Paradox
The
is a
salty.
great one.
Wasn't
Salty
there like
melons.
a
Yeah.
Wasn't there like a Ballast Point watermelon? Yes. Yeah,
Oh,
watermelon
yeah.
Dorado.
Oh,
yeah,
Dorado.
and that god, that thing was dangerous. I think it was like 10%.
Yeah.
It'll whoop you.
Yeah, that did.
All right, let's try
Okay.
G.
Yes. Let's get to the last one.
I like this a lot. Even as it's kind of warmed up a little bit, it's not ice cold.
Yep. This is a good one.
Yeah. Lemon.
Little beer, lemon together.
Yeah.
Crisp, refreshing, no
And the-
weird aftertaste.
The lemon's nice on this.
Yeah.
Like really
Not furniture polish.
no, this is legit.
I like this one. It's a little more juicier.
Good base beer.
Sweeter.
Yeah.
Yeah, like sweet on the front end, but you get the beer on the back to balance it out. Like this, yeah, this is well done.
This makes me happy.
Weird that this could make you happy. Okay, so this is lemon
Yes.
Yeah.
and
It's a,
I think it's a shandy. Is it or no? What do you
I'll
guys
say,
think?
I'll say Shandy.
Yep. I'll go with Shandy too.
Let's go Shandy.
okay, then we're gonna rate this a
There. Yeah.
4. Okay. You might be surprised about this one. 4.9% ABV. This shandy has soft aromas and flavors of lemon from our favorite local lemonade made by Guernsey Farm Dairy
Narragansett? No.
in blank. We blend a specially developed lager with a lot of this tasty lemonade for a tart, sweet, lemony beverage, which goes great with hot weather, mowing lawns, sitting out on a warm evening on the porch, or vacations somewhere. This shandy will be available during the summer months, and we're excited for our friends in Michigan and all over the U.S. and a few lucky in Europe to try it. Coming from Williamston, Michigan, Old Nation Brewing Company Shandy.
Wow.
That's
Who would have
interesting.
thought that Old Nation?
I forgot all about Old Nation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was that M40, whatever the thing
M43?
everybody's-
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, it's a
How
great
can you
IPA.
forget M43?
It's a great beer.
It
It
is.
is.
It's a good shandy.
Isn't it,
It
though?
is. It's nice. It's very
like,
nice.
I'm impressed.
It's $25 for a 4-pack.
So, like, overall, what do you guys think about this flight? These two sort of similar styles. They're tied together in history. Like, what do you guys think about this? All in all,
I can enjoy them in the right circumstance. It's like if it's blazing hot, it's summertime, somebody hands you one. But we've seen there's a big variety in quality and in flavor. And so
Yeah.
I would say if you're really wanting to drink shandies and radlers, try to maybe sample a few first before you go buy a couple cases. Because I think there's a personal taste component to this too, that some people are going to like them more than I did. Some people are going to like them less. So figure out what you like, look for that balance, what kind of fruit you want to see in it. And, try to find one because you can probably find one that fits that bill that you're going to love. It's just going to take a little looking.
yeah.
Yeah, and I really second the right circumstance. I remember the maddest I've ever been, and my father-in-law was I got a whole bunch of Stiegl Radler grapefruit, and I was up on the lake up in Hendersonville, and I kept throwing him cans, and he kept dropping them into the lake, and I literally threw him $10 of beer that he just dropped into the lake. That's retail, folks.
Wow.
$10 retail. So furious with him.
Wow. Okay. Well, in the essence of fun, because we're here and it's all about fun, we decided
We're all about fun.
to make our own blend.
Because maybe this is an alternative that people could try.
Yeah.
If you have a good base Pilsner or blonde ale that you really enjoy, I think that's the important thing is you start with a good beer.
Hey, I've got lemonade at home. I've got beer at home. So let's
Why
see what
not?
let's
Yeah.
see what
Gotta
happens.
cross the streams, guys.
So today we are using the Yazoo Pilsner, which we all know and like a lot, along with,
She used the word like a lot.
I know.
and then we're using Jarritos.
Doritos? We're putting
Jarritos.
Oh, Jarritos.
Pineapple soda.
I went too heavy on the soda. It's a very sugary soda. I should have pulled back.
Okay.
I went about 50-50 on mine.
Yeah, I did a good 50-50.
Yeah, I think it's nice. I don't.
Okay. I'm doing it like I'm doing a taste of each on its own, and then I'm gonna figure out my own blend.
I would go heavier on the beer.
Yeah,
I think
the
so.
soda's
That's
sweet.
It's very sweet. Yeah.
I did 50-50. It's too much. Let me see this can here. I'm gonna
Fix it.
just add a little more Pilsner.
Yes, please.
And I think it would vary with the beer too. Like a Helles, it's got a little more sweetness, a little more forward flavor than a Pilsner. So you might use more soda on that.
Let's say 2/3 Yazoo pills and about 1/3
Yeah, that
Jarritos.
fixed it.
It's just a nice
Is it
kind of.
Jarritos or Jarritos?
Probably Jarritos.
Maybe Jarritos.
I am really sorry.
Okay. Maybe it is
once again.
Jarritos.
Yep, we did it, guys.
Can't go
You
to
know what
Mexico
though?
now.
For this being pineapple, I'm kind of impressed by it.
I like
Yeah.
it.
You know,
It's tasty.
Yeah.
This is good.
I think maybe people should forget about the watermelon and go with the pineapple.
Yeah, that 2/3, 1/3 was the way.
Well, I think you want to pick a good soda, and that was something I read that like pick a soda that uses cane sugar instead of like corn syrup
Yeah,
or something.
that makes sense.
Yeah, this is nice. Huh.
Not bad.
Yeah, I'm kind of impressed by it.
That was fun.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
it was fun.
So what would we rate this? In the right proportion, of course.
I mean, if you get it right, you could go all the way to. I don't know if it go to 5.
No.
I almost said something crazy.
Let's
But I think for the sheer fun of it and doing it yourself, I think we should
4.
go with a 4.
Okay, we'll go with the 4 for this particular blend.
It's so weird. I don't know what it is. I mean, I love making cocktails and mixology, but I just have a real hang up about mixing beer and like cocktails and that kind of thing. I don't know why though. It's so strange.
Beer cocktails are a thing.
I know
Some
they
people do a
are.
really good job with them.
I know they do.
Some are good. Yeah, like
It's my own hang ups.
that. What is that? Guinness and Black, with Rabina.
Yes, it's. Oh yeah.
Da- 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 da-
Okay.
da-
So, fun little story. I was in Dublin one night at this place called the Harry Lemon.
Dublin, Idaho.
Okay.
Hey, why not, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting at the bar and just ordered up a regular Guinness, because, hey, when in Dublin, we got to order Guinness, right? And this guy comes up to me and, he had heard me speak for a couple minutes and he's like, okay, you're not a local, clearly. And I'm like, what gave you the first clue? And he's like, you need to have a Guinness in black. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like black and tan? Like, where we're going? No. So he's like, he knew the bartender and said, hey, give her a Guinness in black. And it's Guinness, but they put a raspberry liqueur, black currant rather, liqueur to it. So it gets this like really pretty raspberry head to it.
Interesting.
And it turns Guinness that we all know and love so much almost into a dessert drink.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
And that's cool too, because Guinness is actually technically red.
Yeah.
It is.
So, you need to try that sometime.
Try that out sometime.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared of blending.
Yeah. So when I blend it, Ribena you can get in the like European section of the grocery store, and it comes in a plastic bottle like about this high. It's a blackcurrant.
Yeah,
juice.
it's just a big syrup.
Yeah. Nice. And then just pour it in. Like I pour it in first, and then put the Guinness
on
over
top.
it.
Float.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
It sounds tasty.
It actually is, and it really brings out the sweetness in Guinness that you don't otherwise taste on its own. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's all kinds of fun things you can mix into beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whiskey.
Yeah. Boilermakers.
Yeah. Other beer.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think, to please bicyclists and patrons who may overrun your tap handles, I feel like this is a good way to go.
I mean, I think it's way better than hard seltzer.
Yeah, man. I'm just not feeling that stuff.
I tried. We gave it a good run, but it just didn't.
It's not.
It's just not very satisfying.
No,
it's not.
Right.
Which is I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say even just non-alc seltzers. I feel like I'm drinking less of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I think the fact that it's so unsatisfying forces you to drink more of them. It's not, well, that one didn't work. I'm going to try another 5.
Dadgummit,
Let's see if that
I'm gonna
gets
get there
me
sooner or
yeah.
later.
Yeah.
One way or the other, I'm getting there. Yeah, but I like this is the idea that it's, good for cyclists or, you're running 5-6 miles.
God, that was dumb.
Biking
20
26 miles.
Yeah.
That was also dumb.
Man.
Although I think I'd just rather have a beer.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you guys had the right answer. And we were wrong. I think that if anything that we've learned today is that we were wrong and you were right. There we go.
Go straight to the beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
cut out the middleman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just do that.
Got to drink twice as much.
But I guess if you have to, and if you want to go with something that's refreshing, that's not like a Pilsner, then you can,
I think this was definitely
have a little
a questionable decision, but I think all in all, I was impressed with more of the flight than I was.
You're right.
Insulted.
Yeah,
by.
I didn't know what we were getting into, and I'm pretty sure we just got some electrolytes too. So that's like a recovery beverage.
Yeah,
I think this is a fun way, especially for people that aren't huge beer people, to experience a little bit of beer and have a great summer drink.
Yeah, dude, it's like I'm drinking juice, man. Drinking juice.
Yeah. Beer flavored juice. Sure.
Get off my back, Mom. I'm drinking juice.
Nice. Nice. All right. Well, that is going to do it for today's questionable decision episode. I'd like to thank everyone for being here today and indulging on this little escapade that we went
Wackiness.
on. Go to Boy Kendall.
It was a pleasure. This was very eye-opening for me, and I discovered some I liked. And wow, Moosehead, way to go.
Please tell us about your blog.
My beautiful wife and I blog about the good news of good beer at beermakes3.com.
Go to Boy Sparky. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. I also was I was like, Radler is fine. And it actually ended up being really lovely.
It's crazy how that works.
Except for the runts.
Oh.
There's
We
one
won't
in
discuss the runs.
One in every crowd.
Good old boy, Dave.
Hey, thanks for, stuff. It's good. Good seeing you.
Stuff and things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stuff and things.
Yes, of course.
All of it.
This is good old Gal Juliana. Thanks for hanging out with us. Keep on chuggling and catch you next time.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. If you're listening to us online, do yourself a favor and tap the subscribe button.
Give it a little tappy. Tap, tap, tap-a-roo.
The easiest way to listen to our show is to ask Siri, Alexa, Google, Uncle Larry, or whoever it is that talks to you on your phone. Play podcast Sip, Suds, and Smokes. We love your feedback, and you can reach us at info@sipsudsandsmokes.com. Our tasting notes flow out on Twitter and Instagram with our handle @SipSudsAndSmokes, and our Facebook page is always buzzing with lots of news. You'll also be able to interact with the thousands,
Millions and millions
of other fans on those social media platforms. Do us a favor. Take the time to rate this episode if you're listening to us online. That's a big help to us, and we get to see your feedback as well. Come back, join us for another episode, and keep on sipping.
This has been a One Tan Hand production of Sip, Suds, and Smokes, a program devoted to the appreciation of some of the finer slices of life. From the Dude in the Basement Studios, your hosts, the Good Old Boys, will see y'all next time.